Welcome back to Balderdash Academy. The points are: in last place, Carla Rose with 200 points. Next we have Molly with 225. Nate and Steve are tied with 250. Welcome back to Balderdash Academy. It is time for our second pop quiz. This pop quiz is from the head of guidance, Mr. Nate Green. Nate?
Hi guys, thanks for coming back. With everything that's going on right now, we need to really find ways to keep ourselves together, to keep ourselves sane, to find ways to help ourselves de-stress. And with those words that you just gave me, I'd like you to read that sentence. Did everybody get it? Okay. Just read that sentence with those things and then justify how that is the best thing for you to do. And Steve, can we start with you?
Oh, great. I was worried you might call me first. For self-care, obviously, I lubricate with Harry Truman during the Renaissance period. A lot of people ask, how do you get there? A simple time machine. The problem is me and Harry Truman both live in different time periods, so I do have to kind of make a quick detour to that time period that he lived in, which would be the... probably he was alive during the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. I don't know, somewhere in there. So I'll stop off there, and I like to mix it up. Sometimes I'll grab him as a President Truman, or as a child, or on his deathbed, and we'll go for different exciting adventures in the Renaissance period. But the thing is, they don't have much soap. They don't really understand hygiene too much during the Renaissance. They're basically painting all day. So what we did is we found the closest thing to soap in that world, which was lubricant. We went under wagons and we kind of grabbed at old grease from the wagons, and we brought this to all the various painters, sculptors, and people posing in the nude, and we said, try rubbing this all over your body, and next thing you know, we had a very greasy orgy.
That's amazing. I mean, talk about social distancing. You went to a different time period.
That is social distance.
No, not while there, but I mean, it was a different time.
Not even with the rats, apparently.
Molly, can you tell us what you do?
Oh, great. I cannot wait to. For self-care, I jump with soap at noon. So, I mean, I started doing it about a week ago. And I said, I really need something that I can go to every day. So what do I have to do? Molly, you need to set a time period. You need to set an alarm and tell Siri, set me an alarm, noon every day. Actually, it's 15 minutes before because I have to prep. I have to go get the soap, but that's beyond the point. And so I have actually amassed a collection of soap. You have the addiction of knitting, Amy. I now collect a lot of soap, artisanal soaps. So I will go to my soap closet. You have a knitting room. I have a soap closet. I will open the door. I will scan through the just lovely collection. I have, juniper jasmine. I got peach cobbler. I got a Saskatchewan drink. I got all these great, great soaps. And so I'll just kind of close my eyes and go in there, pick it. When that alarm hits at noon, I take that bar of soap. I get a good, firm grip on that bar of soap, and I just jump like the dickens. And I'll tell you what, if you have not tried it, don't knock it. Don't knock it. It just lifts my spirit, saves my soul.
That's amazing. Thank you. Carla Rose, can you tell us what you do?
I'd love to. Okay. For self-care, I, don't judge, I spank with hats at Miller time. So I feel like we kind of know each other well enough now, so I can be a little bit more intimate.
Thank you.
With certain things. You're welcome. So, I like, before this whole quarantine thing, I really, really, really like to do just little light spanks on people's bottoms at various, bars and stuff. It really, not only does it make me feel good to do that, but also I feel like I'm saying to the person without saying anything, hey, I see that. That's amazing. And I'm tapping it to say, great. It's like a fist bump to me, but on the bottom. And so it's kind of like a dual purpose. Like, it's like, hey, but it's also hey. So because of the quarantine, I've not been able to go to bars to do this. I'm stuck at home playing euchre with all these these dingy guys in the garage. And so I devised a way with social distancing, now that things are starting to open back up, that I can resume, my kind of like, it's like my signature move, the thing I'm known for. So I have, thank you. Okay. Thank you. I don't feel so judged here. I feel like you guys are really open to this. I took a measuring tape and I measured my arm. And then I went on Amazon and I ordered a hat that had a brim, the distance between my arm and 6 feet. So when I went to the bar, I took this long brimmed hat and I'm able to, at a 6 foot distance, do my signature move for my own self-care, because it makes me feel like this might be the new normal, but I'm still normal, okay?
Yes, you are.
Completely
normal.
Hey, who doesn't do that?
Thank you for sharing that with us.
For me, I go a more holistic approach. For self-care, I pickle with pants on Tuesdays. And I know everybody does it. I know everybody tries. What I try to do is do it all in one day. Because pickling yourself over the course of the week takes a lot of time, energy, salt, and liquor. But by selecting a single day in which to self-pickle, you have the opportunity to focus your time in a more meaningful manner. And, you're going to start the day with your pants, but by the time you're done, who knows? So, Tuesdays with pants, Wednesdays without.
It's a great title of a book. I love it.
Thank you.
A memoir.
A memoir. Yeah, Tuesdays with pants, Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. I want to thank all 5 of you for sharing that. Personally, I'm a complete mess. So I'm going to try each and every one of yours, and I encourage all of our students to just reach out and touch someone with a 6 foot hat.
I'll send you the link on Amazon, okay?
That's words to live by. Amy, how would you like to score?
Oh my goodness, Carla Rose, 100 points. I haven't had a belly laugh like that in, years, it feels like.
Right there with you.
Thank you for that.
Oh, God.
Feels good, doesn't it? It feels good.
So, our next game is Lie, Lie Again. I will read a weird or unusual fact about select members of the faculty. Some are actual truths written ahead of time by the panelist, while others are utter and absolute lies created by myself. Our visiting professor and fellow faculty members may question the subject to better understand whether or not the statement is truth or a lie. Either way, the subject must convince everyone else that the unusual fact is true, no matter how absurd it sounds. Our first fact. A few years ago, Carla Rose attended Kristen Wiig's birthday party in Boston. Isn't that right, Carla Rose?
Yeah.
So who has our first question for Carla Rose?
Where'd you get the invite?
My email.
From whom?
From, I don't know who specifically it was, but it was someone involved with stop. I'm telling my truth.
Sorry, I don't mean to laugh at your truth.
That was the most passive-aggressive answer ever. My email.
I'm telling my truth.
Question.
No, it was some person involved with the production of the movie Ghostbusters, the reboot.
And this person was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna shoot an email to Carla Rose and be like, "What's up? Come to Kristen Wiig's party."
Yeah.
Well, in her defense, you have met Carla Rose.
She is funny.
Had you met Kristen Wiig before that?
Kristen Wiig's very funny,
no,
too.
I'd only seen her. I'd seen her relatively up close. Well, I was on the set for about a week, so I'd seen her from about 10 feet away. I hadn't met her specifically.
What were you doing on the set?
I was an extra in Ghostbusters.
Were you in the dancing sequence?
I was in the concert sequence.
Okay. Because there is like a scene where people are possessed and all dancing, right? I feel like I only saw this movie
that's
once.
it.
But
So there was
I was wondering
something
if you were one of those possessed dancers.
I was not. I was in there was
too
like
bad.
a rock
would've-
concert.
Honestly, I would have asked for your autograph if you had been.
Oh shoot! I lost my street cred.
Yeah.
I was just merely an Ozzy Osbourne concert.
Did you go?
Did you go?
Did I go? Oh yes, I did.
You did. What'd you get her?
Well, I didn't. I wasn't aware that it was a birthday party for Kristen Wiig. It was just an invitation to go to House of Rock in Boston, and then I went, and my name was on a list, and I went to the back room, and there were people partying, and then they brought everybody to order, and then they basically, that's when I found out it was actually her birthday, and it was a party, a surprise party for her.
Why Boston? Did you already tell us? Again, I'm going to just ask the simple question. Why?
Because Boston was where it was being, it was filmed in Boston.
Was it really?
Yeah, it was disguised as, I think, like New York City, but it was Boston.
Is it like better for tax write-offs or something to shoot stuff in?
Must have been more.
Yep. Usually they just shoot that stuff in Canada to bring it back, but usually
Hamilton,
everything is shot in
Canada.
Vancouver. Like literally every cityscape is like just Vancouver now. It's crazy. Either
They put
that
a
or
little
like
mustache
Georgia.
on the mountain, and they're like, yeah.
Yeah.
How many people were there?
At the party.
Yes.
Okay, so maybe like 75 people.
Oh, okay.
Was there like a performance going on? Was there a band?
There was a band, and then they had her come up and sing a country song, which was very surprising because I didn't know she would be someone into country. And I think I want to say she played a guitar or a ukulele or something like that while she was singing. So,
All right.
I'm sold.
Any other questions for Carla Rose?
I think it's true.
All right, well, let's start with Molly. Molly, you say it's true?
I sure do. I think that she's telling the truth. Carla Rose is a very charismatic person. I wouldn't be surprised if she got invited to all the parties.
All right. Nate, what's your call?
I think it's true. Not because of her answers, but because she tends to crash birthday parties. She crashed my daughter's 6-year-old birthday party. She made me put her name on the list. So I know she does that, so I think it's true.
sorry about
True?
It was nice having you there.
that.
All right, Steve, what's your call?
I gotta say, Carla Rose has not once come to one of my birthday parties, despite all my various emails.
They must have gone to the spam. Sorry.
So
I have to take you off the list.
I hate to be a doubter because I'm almost always wrong here. Just go with intuition the wrong direction. I doubted Molly, but I do doubt Carla Rose here. I believe she was an extra on the film Ghostbusters, and I think it was shot partially in Boston. But I do not think she got an invite to Kristen Wiig's party. I hope I'm wrong because that sounds like an epic story.
So Nate with the truth, Steve with the lie, Molly with the truth. Amy, what's your call?
A lie. There's no way.
So we have 2 truths and 2 lies. Carla Rose, what's the story?
It's true. I was there. I got the picture. I shared a bathroom with one of them, and I actually, in one of the scenes, I stood next to. That's just so terrible. Yes, I was there, and I was at the party, and it was fun, and I have pictures, but I didn't put them on Instagram. I don't talk about it too much, but it was fun.
Is Kate McKinnon like really tiny? Like I just feel like she's like tiny.
She is very small. I actually was in a bathroom with multiple stalls, and I opened the door, and I was like, "It smells like cat pee in here." And then I turned the corner, and Kate McKinnon was washing her hands and giving me a side eye. Very cool.
So Kate McKinnon is a cat, is what you're saying.
She's very quiet. She's quiet. She's very, but they're all very nice. All 4 of them are. Yes.
And she lands on her feet. It has nothing to do with odor.
Yes. No.
So, good to know.
There was a litter box in the corner. I don't know.
All right.
I didn't see anything though.
Amy, you heard the story. How would you like to score?
Carly gets 200 points for because I didn't get it because I didn't believe it.
200. That marks our second half. Right now, the scores stand with Molly in last place with 225 points. Next, we have a tie between our reigning champion Nate Green and Coach Steve with 250 points in the lead. Carla Rose with a solid 500 points. When we come back, we'll have halftime with Coach Steve.
Decent people don't bite their toenails, and our substitute teacher just wants to get dirty. All in the next episode of Balderdash Academy.
Thank you for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon. You can find us on your favorite podcast service as Balderdash Academy. Go Dashers!